model kit reviews of the 1969 Chevy Camaro Yenko, and this is a 1/25th scale model by Revell of the Camaro Yenko from the Fast and the Furious. And here are the dimensions, the colors needed, and that is a picture of the finished model kit. So let's have a look inside. Looks like we've got lots of pieces here. So first of all, let's look at our chrome parts here. And unfortunately, they molded the sprue onto the top of this, so that's going to be visible when you cut it off. Probably need to strip down most of this chrome anyway. We have our wheels, still soft and fairly well molded. We do have our glass, also well molded, no problems there. And let's have a look at this remaining set of sprues. So here we have the body, fairly well molded. Don't see really many mold lines anywhere, and a decent level of detail. We have our brake lights. Here's our cockpit tub with here's the back of the seat, and some body parts and engine parts here. Here's our axle, suspension parts, radiator. Yeah, here's the chassis with wheel wells molded in, and the front of the seats, and we've got our back seat bench, some other suspension parts. Here we have parts of our exhausts, and looks like the bottom of the air intake. Here's our engine with transmission attached, and some other engine parts here. Here's our steering wheel. Here we have the front grille, exhaust parts, and there's our little spoiler for the back, and back bumper, and our wheel parts here, and some other engine parts. Here are the sides of the doors, and we've got our hood, and the engine bed is the firewall here. So it's fairly well molded. Let's have a look at our instructions here. So here we have the engine. We build that first, and once we finish building up the engine, we put the exhausts on. That all then goes into the chassis. Some other engine bay parts, radiators mounted, some exhausts. Here's our suspension and rear axle. Wheels are going on. We put the glass inside the body, start to build the cockpit with the door panels and the seats. Dashboard's put together. Then that goes inside the body. Front bumper goes on, as well as the firewall. And we mount the chassis. We put together the rear, and then our air intake, and the hood. Here's the painting and decal guide to make it look like the Fast and Furious. And here are the decals. So these are nicely printed. So that's a really well molded kit with a good level of detail.